everyone, welcome to the video. Today is going to be all about Cobra. My name is Jeff and I am, in fact, a Xennial. What does that mean? That means whether it's a weather dominator or a mass device or a pyramid of darkness, I'll be there for you. This is going to be such a fun reaction. I hope you like my I just got this new Cobra shirt, reppin' Cobra for the very exciting Revenge of Cobra. That's right. This is G.I.Joe, a real American hero, the second miniseries. So this is the miniseries that came out in 1984 after the first A Real American Hero miniseries, which was, of course, the Mass Device, the 5-part Mass Device. I have recently reacted to that on the channel here. So if you want to watch chronologically, which in my opinion is the way to go watch that like 2-3 hour video, then come back here and join me for this one or whatever. It doesn't matter. You can watch this one as well. This is sort of a new channel still. So I will just ask if you can help me out. Please drop me a subscription. I'm just trying to get those subscription numbers up. Really helps with the algorithm. Thank you so much. If you like what you see here, I've got all sorts of fun stuff happening on the channel as well. So, more reactions, more reviews, talking about comic books and retro nostalgia stuffs. It's very exciting. As for G.I. Joe, the Revenge of Cobra, I'm thrilled to be jumping into it. I like to yap a lot because, I don't know, I'm old. I love G.I. Joe. All sorts of reasons. It doesn't matter. If you want to jump right to the reaction, please go down to the description and you'll see chapter times down there. To note, I am going to be watching this on the official Hasbro YouTube channel. This is like a pretty accessible series. This is available for free on Tubi, at least where I live in Canada, and I believe in the United States. But the whole series is up on Hasbro's YouTube channel, so you can just go watch it there. But why not watch it with me? Stick around, watch it with me. It's gonna be super exciting. It's like we're buddies hanging out and watching cartoons together. That's all I really want out of life. Anyway, we'll see you people who are going right to the reaction later. Bye-bye. For me, I'm going to stick around and yap for a little bit longer. Okay. The Revenge of Cobra. I remember this not as well as I remember the Mass Device. Mass Device is one that I've watched many, many times, but I have not watched The Revenge of Cobra in probably a couple of years, maybe. This one is exciting because it does introduce a lot more of what we would consider the mainstay characters. I really love that the Mass Device, that the A Real American Hero miniseries had enough time to just focus on like our original core characters. I mean, Duke, Scarlet, Snake Eyes, and even introduce a few of these sort of ongoing, interesting sort of approaches that G.I. Joe takes, let's say. They've got this large ensemble cast. I always love the fact that they have these like specialists just for like the different environments or the different kinds of missions, and they'll bring them in, they'll feature them, they'll be the big hero for the star of the show for like a sequence or for an action scene, and then they'll fade back into the background. So in the last one, we got this great underwater sequence in one episode with Torpedo. We got Snow Job. I think in this one, I'm not sure if there are any specialists, but that come in. There probably are. In fact, does Deep Six come in here? So he would be another like underwater guy. What do we need? We need like a desert guy, right? Desert, jungle, space. There's a couple other those sort of like the set pieces that you can do for these sort of big action sequences, right? G.I. Joe loves to do those. It really follows the like 80s action movie kind of tropes, which I love, and I'm a big fan of tropes when they're done well. I know we're going to get Flint. I know we're going to get Lady J. So aside from Duke, they've sort of reorganized the upper echelons of like the core cast, right? This is like an ensemble, but with like a central core cast. It's like Lost or something, You do have extras in the background who sometimes step forward, but in this case, the core cast itself is getting bigger, primarily with Flint and Lady J. They're great. And Flint is you know, is different than Duke. I think we'll have to watch carefully to see how he is different. I always really liked Flint and Lady J. They kind of, obviously people sort of ship them together just like they ship Duke and Scarlet together. But I think they're really great. I wonder what other new characters we're gonna get. On the villain side, they really ramped out the bad guys here, which is great. I had thought that the Dreadnoks weren't introduced until the main series proper, but I actually, you know, just as I was prepping this, I was watching the intro just to make sure that, you know, the recording was going well, and I saw they're actually in the introduction. So the Dreadnoks are here. I think Firefly is here. Storm Shadow? Maybe. In the first one, we got Snake Eyes, and he met Timber, but we never got a true like story about the, you know, the ninja background. And I don't know if that was fully, I guess it must have been developed at this point. Anyway, if not, it was developed for this show, and being a ninja, you have to have like an alternate ninja, right? And Snake Eyes is the good guy, all in black. Storm Shadow is the bad guy, all in white. Very Chuck Norris. Didn't Chuck Norris do a movie like that, right? Good guys wear black or something like that. We're going to get Zamox and Tomax, I think. I think Mindbender doesn't come in till later. I'm hoping for more Baroness. I'm hoping for more Destro, of course. Where were we at the end of the first miniseries, I guess, is where we should be level setting, right? So at the end of that show, the Joes obviously beat Cobra. They freed all the slaves. Destro got away, but they captured Cobra Commander. They captured Baroness. They captured Major Blood. Okay, I'm excited to dive in here. If I missed anything, I'll pick it up during the show. I am going to be starting and stopping. If you want to watch the full video of this, there will be like a full edit of this as well. Look for a link down in the description. This is a new channel. I'm just still setting that up. So it's coming if it's not listed there, but it'll be listed there eventually. Okie doke. Thanks very much. Let's get going on watching this. Very, very cool.
Now back to G.I. Joe.
Okay, everyone. Hey, welcome back to those who jumped to here. I am, once again, just as a reminder, watching this for free on the official Hasbro YouTube channel. You can watch it there. Or just, you know, continue watching with me is probably the easiest thing to do. Let's start with miniseries Revenge of Cobra. First episode, In the Cobra's Pit. Let's do this.
Yo, Joe! He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe, American hero.
Oh my God, there's so much going on. Rakondo? Zartan?
It's G.I. Joe against Cobra, the enemy, fighting
Cobra.
to save the day.
So cool.
He never gives up. He's
Forge,
always there.
Rattlers
Fighting
and
for
Fangs,
freedom
Wild
over
Bill.
land and air.
Oh my God.
G.I. Joe.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt. So good.
G.I. Joe is the code
Hey,
name
Flint.
for America's daring, highly trained Special Mission Force. Its purpose, to defend human freedom against Cobra, a ruthless terrorist organization determined to rule the world.
He never
So many
gives up.
people.
He'll stay till the fight's won. G.I. Joe will dare. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe.
Whoa. That was so exciting. I just want to say, hold on, let's get a frame going here. I just want to say, that's an amazing theme song, of course. I'm going to have to watch it again and again and probably do a deep dive on it. I actually recently did a deep dive on the intro from the opening from the first miniseries. They changed it every miniseries, and they changed it every, it's changed multiple times throughout the show. I don't want to belabor and take too long to get into this, but I love that intro. We got so much like lore kind of dumped in just from that intro. But I'm going to let the show speak for itself and introduce us to these characters one by one. But there was a lot of new characters I saw there, some of which I mentioned while we were talking before. I'm really excited to see where this goes in the Cobra's pit. Okay. Are we gonna start with a battle scene? Maybe, hopefully.
Yo, Joe! Convoy, go!
It's a convoy. Optimus? Oh. Not quite.
No sign of Cobra. How does it look from ground level, Scarlet?
Clear here, Duke, but I don't believe it'll stay that way.
Me neither. The laser core for our cannon is just the kind of hardware to make our friendly neighborhood reptiles
Okay.
hiss with envy.
Junkyard and Mutt. And it's great to see Duke's still a big part of the show, right?
So far, so good, but things could still get hairy between here and headquarters. Remember, a cobra's a snake, and snake is sneak spelled sideways.
We shall see how G.I. Joe likes the bite of a sneak's
Of a
fangs.
sneak's fangs. Look how cool. So Cobra Commander has like the best glider, right? Why don't the other guys get that?
Yo, Joe!
Let's go gung ho. Oh, these guys all have the good gliders. Major Blood's team. I don't know why. In for the attack. Gotta love these battle sequences. Was that Duke bailing out? But why? Like, it's cool, but like,
They're trying to block the road. Let's
the
take
javelin is about as good as Scarlet's crossbow, you know?
Little air support for the lady, boys.
Hey, that was Cover Girl. Stalker, nice.
Scrap iron, now!
Wait, who's Scrap Iron? Oh yeah, you. Dang. Wouldn't you be concerned that you would destroy the like thing you're trying to steal? Trouble bubbles. Wow. Just like peppers the road with grenades.
Cut us off!
Circle around to protect the cannon.
Oh, Joe! I don't enjoy your company, but you sure get a kick out of me.
Dude. He's such a Captain Kirk, right? I'm right about that. Oh, now Snake Eyes is here.
Way to go, Snake Eyes!
Get that laser core away from those fools! You're supposed to be fighting men, so fight on without fear! Fight!
You were saying something about fighting fearlessly, Rust Breath?
You may have hurt me temporarily, but I also have you!
All right. The action sequence is coming to an end. Let's take a minute to collect ourselves here. Great opening. You want to start with a big action scene. I get it. Just to note, a few, Roadblock, one of my favorites. He was in there. You got Lady J with her javelin. We still have Scarlet. We still have Duke. We still have Snake Eyes, like, throwing down. That's always good to see. Duke throwing a few punches. The kind of man who wears a jetpack while inside a helicopter, ready to go. And then some of the bad guys, we got a bunch of them already, right? Obviously, we saw Major Blood and we saw Cobra Commander. We saw Firefly and Scrap Iron. They got that cool new glider. Got the trouble bubbles. We already had dragonflies, but I'm really happy to see so many cool vehicles, so many cool characters in here. Tough luck to see Duke and Snake Eyes kidnapped, but that only means we're going to get lots of time with them. And Flint we can see him take charge, of the Joes, theoretically. I guess there's no beachhead, right? The chain of command is a little convoluted and it changes over time as they introduce new characters, but let's go back to the show.
They nailed Duke and Snake Eyes.
Well, I guess they captured Cobra Commander. What is that ship? That's amazing. Cool.
The Looks like I'm in charge now. Gung-ho, short fuse, breaker. Form a guard detail and take the Cobra commander to Blackwater Prison for safekeeping.
That's one place
Blackwater.
nobody cracks out of, bumper face.
As for the rest of us, let's bring back our buddies and that laser core. Do you read me?
Yo, Joe!
Yo, Joe. Let's do it.
Duke and Snake Eyes, just you wait. We're gonna chop Cobra up for bait.
Oh, roadblock.
They're bringing the Cobra commander in for questioning. Modify course at once.
That's first time seeing Roadblock rhyme. That's his deal. He rhymes. He's great. Oh, Zartan. Introduction to the Dreadnoughts. So for those of you who might not be familiar, the Dreadnoughts are like kind of like just a gang of thugs, like right out of Mad Max. They're Australian also. They seem to live in the American Bayou, I think. These are the original 3 Dreadnoughts along with their leader Zartan, who has this like cloaking chameleon ability.
Oh, look at the lovely monkeys we bagged.
Don't look like monkeys to me, Torch. They look like trout just before you pop them in the frying pan and eat them.
Trout! That's a good one, that is, Buzzer. Let's put these poor fish out of their misery.
No.
Back, you rowdy lot of vagabonds. You will do
Whoa.
as I say.
It's like glowing.
If you want go.
We'll obey, Zartan.
You have our complete attention.
Gold. Lovely.
Welcome
idiots.
to my domain, Colonel Sharp. While G.I. Joe and Cobra battle for the land, I, Zartan, rule the swamp. Let me look at you, my dear Colonel. My, what a memorable face you have.
I'm sure you're a big hit on Halloween, Zartan, but it'll take more than a false face to fool my people.
Thank you, Colonel Sharp.
Your voice was the only thing missing.
So Zartan, of course, he's got this like even the action figure had this like chameleon, like I think he put it in hot water or cold water and he would like change his color, so he would go like to a purple color. I never had him as an action figure. I always wanted him. But in the show, he's going to be the like, you know, the master of disguise for the villain team. Meanwhile, back with Cobra.
Hang on, Duke. We're on our way.
Yo, Joe!
When did they get the Sky Strikers?
Excellent.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Everything is proceeding according to plan. Storm Shadow, raise the tempo.
Storm Shadow. What is this they're doing? So theatrical, always. It's an entire base like that? Oh my god. I love it.
Soon Flint and the other Joes will pass directly over the pit of chaos, and there they will learn the folly of pursuit. With my new invention, the Weather Dominator, I shall destroy G.I. Joe with the irresistible power of nature itself.
All right. Insane doomsday weapons. Always a classic.
Come. Let them come.
Huh.
Fine work, Gung-Ho. You and your men may leave the prisoner with me and Dr. Casals.
Yes, I can't wait to begin his psychological evaluation for the parole board.
Man, we just brought this creep in. What do you mean, parole?
No purpose would be served by keeping him in jail when and if he reforms, young man.
You wouldn't want to deprive me of my constitutional rights, would you, musclehead?
How would you like me to bench press your face? At ease, man.
What a good line.
Your mission is finished, Gung-Ho. Return to base. I'll take it from here. Yeah, but sir, dismissed.
Look closer, Warden. I know this will interest you.
Wait, is this part of the plan too? Oh, the Baroness has got her full-on black cat suit on now, you know? Huh. I thought this was supposed to be a high-security prison. Come on.
Oh no, we've been had. Take care of the Colonel. I'm going back to the prison.
Someone's gonna get him out of that cage. Why didn't they kill them or like put them somewhere out of sight, you know? Wait, was that a Cobra branded grenade? I think it was.
Will be waiting for us at the main gate. Quickly.
Huh.
Oh, sunlight. I hate sunlight. It robs me of my camouflage ability. Let's get back to the swamp.
What a weird... Is it like a medical condition? Or did he have like augmentation done to help him be a better soldier or whatever? I wonder.
Ah, home sweet home.
Oh, that's why he stays in the mangrove swamps, huh? His home is like driving distance from the prison.
Great escapes require great risks, Cobra Commander. Hang on.
They're gone, just like they were swallowed up by the swamp.
Probably one of those like Legion of Doom sort of fortresses rising from the swamp and then going back down. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, great.
To G.I.Joe.
Great. Good talk. Good talk. Okay. Was that all part of the plan?
The pit of chaos, Destro.
Then the time has come to raid.
The pit of chaos. Is this something that they've built? I don't understand what's happening.
Something's happening. Scarlet, pull back with your squadron and keep us in sight. If anything goes wrong, I don't want us all to buy the farm.
Flint, be careful.
Scarlet, get out of here! Run!
Dang, flying into a hurricane. That's not good.
Baby, this is Mayday.
This is a glorious day for Cobra.
Made even more glorious by the quality of our prisoners, I should say.
So what are they going to use the, what's the MacGuffin? What are they after in this series, I wonder? I guess it's the weather control device.
Excellent. Such fighting spirit shall provide us with rare sport later. But first, I must harness the laser core to my weather dominator. I miss the Cobra Commander as deeply as you do, but we can attend to that in good time.
In good time, you say? No time in prison is good.
How did you escape so quickly? Zartan and the Dreadnoks. They have no commitment to our cause. They are nothing more than money-grubbing mercenaries.
I have
They're the
standing
best.
arrangements with Zartan for just such emergencies, and he is well worth his price.
Oh, these guys.
We have the laser core, we control the forces of nature, and we have humble
Whoa,
G.I.
what?
Joe. We now stand ready to rule the world.
Okay, so first appearance of the hood, right? I don't remember this. Like him taking his hood off, like he does that. Like people would have seen that, right? I don't know. I guess he turned around, but like that's super creepy. Like, did Darth Vader take his helmet off? Other than in the weird egg thing, not really, right? That's part of his mystique. I don't know. Love that there's the first appearance of the Crimson Guard, though. They're always this. I mean, the Crimson Guard, is that what they're called here, the Crimson Guard? Or is that just Star Wars, the Crimson Guard? They're called the Crimson Guard here, I think, too. They're the elite soldiers, right? Love the relationship in the first miniseries between Destro and Cobra. They've got this great sort of like back and forth, butting heads at all times, and I'm so excited to see them do it again here. Very interested to see what they're going to do with Storm Shadow moving forward, though, especially now that Snake Eyes is on the premises.
Keep trying. We can't give up.
I'll never stop trying, Scarlet, but Cobra's crazy weather patterns just swallow up my signals.
Who dat?
Citizens of the world, on behalf of the great Cobra Empire, I address you now. You
Hilarious.
have no hope of resisting our might. We control a new power. The raw strength of nature itself, against which there is no defense. Watch as I unleash the sea and sky to do my bidding!
Okay. All right, I get it. What is he having it attack? Ancient Greece?
I shall continue to unleash
the
terror of weather gone mad.
Oh no.
Until you surrender to me and acknowledge the rule of Cobra!
Those beautiful blue eyes. Cobra Commander.
Right, Scarlet. The only question is, what?
Oh, meanwhile, these guys are on their own, right? In some sort of a land of the lost, probably, I hope.
Roadblock! Mott! Junkyard! Now it is time for Flint and any others who survived their crash into the pit of chaos to serve as guinea pigs. I shall use them to test another natural wonder which I have developed.
I'm so excited.
Brilliant
What is
as
it? What is
usual,
it?
Destro. I'm sure Flint and the world will quake with terror at the sight of a dried-up sprig of creeper vine.
It needs but a single drop of water.
Nice.
It has the grip of
Again,
steel.
that flashing on Zartan's chest plate. Interesting.
Destro!
Huh.
Quickly! I order you to stop this!
There's nothing to fear, I assure you.
Don't tell him, tell the vines.
The vines will soon be out of water. Then they will die.
Roadblock! Mutt! Junkyard! Do you read me?
Roadblock, is that you?
It's a trope, but I love it. I don't know, man. It looks like you need some help. What is Flint gonna do?
G.I. Joe will return after these messages.
Wow. Very cool, very cool. Let's watch the credits here. Interesting. Hasbro. Ron Friedman. Right. Hey, Shipwreck. Nice. Okay. That is the end of the first episode in the Cobra's Pit. Very cool. Very cool. I gotta say, it's all going according to plan. I'm definitely enjoying it. There's a few things that I had forgotten, of course, as you do when you're doing a rewatch. But I love the introduction of the Dreadnoughts. They're awesome. Dreadnoughts. I know K? I know C? CK? I don't know. The Dreadnoughts are great. Definitely interested in sort of the backstory of Zartan. He's such a fascinating character. He's got the camouflage ability. He's called it an ability, I think, but it's like affected by the sun. Very interesting. Great to see Destro and Cobra Commander once again going at it. I love that Destro's got the cool machine once again. And I think that the weather is great. And it's just got that extra level of science fiction, right? Like those creeper plants are totally cool. And I predict very good things with them in the next episode. Anything else to note? It's really good just to generally see like the broadening of both the hero team and the villain team. And I like that even though they introduced Flint, they also have Duke still being like a real active part in the series. I know that once the show gets going properly into like, you know, the mire of the, you know, of the season, that oftentimes they sort of like dial in more closely on just like two or three characters, you know, and Duke is oftentimes left, you know, on the sidelines, unfortunately. But you know, maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe we'll find that that's not actually the case. Either way, that's to come. Right now, I have to say that I am very impressed. Do I have any things else that I'd really like to see? Yes, I would like to see Storm Shadow do something. The Storm Shadow Snake Eyes relationship needs to be explored. I know that there are some characters coming. Spirit and Freedom and Spirit. One of them is the Falcon. One of them is the Eagle. One of them is the guy. I'd like to see them show up. I know that they're in it. I know that Shipwreck is in it. Great to see Roadblock. Got to see more with him. But happy to see Gung Ho, and interesting to see a few of those sort of smaller characters. Even Short Fuse got a shout out. I'm not entirely sure what Cobra wants. Also, sometimes their like objective is a little muddled. They seem to have all the money in the, like, how are they building these incredible fortresses in the middle of nowhere? Where does this technology come from that Destro, and I know Destro is like a world-renowned arms dealer, but like, where does this technology come from? I don't know. We'll have to watch the next episode to find out. Okay, let's jump into episode 2. Let's go.
Now back to G.I. Joe.
All right, let's keep on keeping on. This is The Vines of Evil. What a great name for an episode. Yeah, episode 2, Revenge of Cobra.
Yo, Joe! He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there.
And yes, as with the last miniseries, we're going to watch the intro every time. It's so cool. Rakondo? Isn't that his name? Man. Wow, Bill. Nice. What is that? Were those robots?
G.I. Joe is the code name for America's daring, highly trained special mission force.
She uses a gun.
To defend human freedom against Cobra,
yeah,
a ruthless terrorist organization determined to rule the world.
Throwing stars? Nice. Cool. Is that Cutter? Oh my god, look at all these guys. There's so many. Vines of Evil. Vines of Evil.
Roadblock.
Let's turn this up a little.
Flint, get back, you predatory vegetable.
Just turn it up a little.
I'm glad to find a friendly face in this homicidal salad bowl.
Nothing stops them, Roadblock.
A homicidal salad bowl.
They win.
I love it.
Then we better not poop out. Let go of my legs, sucker.
Roadblock. Something's killing
great
those
writing.
vines over there.
Sounds like a nice place to visit.
Yo, Joe, guys! Junkyard and I turned out the jets from our wrecked Sky Striker. These vines don't like it at all.
Good. We might just have enough time.
Time to do what?
Right.
To use these parts to get us out of here.
Now you talking, baby. Let's do it.
What are they doing? What are the parts? The parts of the broken Sky Striker they're going to use to build something? All right.
Welcome to
Ridiculously
the Cobra
theatrical.
Arena of sport.
Once again, arena of sport for the prisoners.
You're both eager to provide us with amusement.
Gentlemen, I assure you, this
What is this,
will
Tron?
be your last battle. I've programmed my neurocontrollers to force you to fight to the finish.
Begin!
Wait. He's got a lightsaber?
Snake Eyes, if we concentrate, we can resist the controllers.
Let's hope they find it out quickly. I am eager to show the world more of the terror that awaits if it defies me.
And you've chosen our next target for destruction.
Yes, the American capital.
Excellent.
Ooh.
They're going to hit Washington, D.C. We've got to get word to Joe headquarters.
Wait a second. Snake Eyes, by the way, total badass, right? Obviously, total badass. But one, how is Destro and Cobra Commander controlling their minds? The neural controllers, what do they got? They got a little thing on their ankle. Come on. At least in the last miniseries when they wanted to mind control the Joes, they had to put the headband on. But also, they didn't search them for like weapons or communication devices when they brought the prisoners in before they sent them to sport to kill each other. What are you doing? And remember, Snake Eyes still, of course, doesn't speak, right? They're lucky it didn't, like, hurt them or something, or...
Guards!
What is that? What is he doing? I'm confused. Oh, okay.
It's Snake Eyes. He's using Joe code Ultra. Next target.
Joe code
Cobra
Ultra?
Destruction, Washington. Luck, Duke, and Snake. The message stops there.
It's enough. Now we know where to make our stand.
Send out a message, I'm sure of it. G.I. Joe will know our target.
He's
So much the better. Their
glowing.
helplessness in the face of my power will surely break their spirit.
The evacuation is proceeding, Scarlet, but there's still no way of knowing how much time we have.
Well, let's hope there's enough to
Wow.
work out some defense against Cobra's weather control device, Colonel.
Good luck, Scarlet.
Look, I know the weather can be dangerous, but do you really evacuate the whole city for weather?
Clutch. I guess you might call it an energy mirror.
It's just a mirror.
Part's working fine, Doc. I need a shave.
If it works, it'll
Clutch.
absorb, reflect, and redirect energy. Like the energy transmitted by Cobra's weather machine. Blowtorch? Let's
Isn't
test
he a
it out.
medical doctor?
Doc, you sure about this bit?
No, but don't
Oh,
worry.
introduction of
I'm wearing my
Blowtorch,
asbestos
everyone.
underwear.
Welcome to the show.
Now hit it.
Okay.
That was the absorption phase. Now, let's reflect.
Dang.
And redirect.
Okay.
It works. Doc, you're a genius.
Fantastic!
Wow.
Never seen it.
Good storytelling, at least, in that they're doing a setup, right? They're like, here's the technology, here's the setup. What would be really strong is if, when in use, things don't go according to plan. Now that we know how it's supposed to work, right? But great job, Doc. Like, I thought you were just a medical doctor, but no, you are also an engineer, as I see now.
If we can get these energy mirrors to Washington in time, we just might give Cobra a taste of its own reptile medicine.
That's weird.
Let's move
animation.
them out.
That was like sad face, Lady J. I don't know.
I scrounge every bit of fuel from those engines. So when they run dry, we better hit sky, or it is goodbye forever.
All right, time to go, guys. Time to go.
It's too wet to kick over.
See, Mutt's the guy. Junkyard's the dog.
Contact.
Hey, they did it.
Hang on,
Come on, get out of there, guys.
The vines will pull me down and you with me.
No, they won't. Give me your hand and we'll pull our way clear.
I'm giving it maximum fuel, but it's a standoff.
You'll never make it with me on board. I'll fight my way out. Yo! Roadblock!
Already with a noble sacrifice. What a
It'll
guy.
take more than super celery to finish him off. I hope.
Yep.
The ship's coming apart. Hold tight. We can't afford to be spotted.
What did they... I mean, I think it's too late, Flint. I think you were spotted.
Halt or I'll fire.
Classic misdirect.
Real thoughtful of those jokers to leave their Jeep parked with the keys in it.
Oh, now they're gonna infiltrate the Cobra base. That's awesome. What a great plan.
I protest most strongly, my dear Cobra Commander. Using the full power of the laser core on Washington could leave us vulnerable to counterattack.
Nonsense. There is no possible way for G.I. Joe to resist the Weather Dominator.
I will not have my opinions questioned by a penny ante quick change artist.
What would you have me do with Washington, Destro? Pepper it with spitballs?
No, but using nothing but lightning could be...
Give me no buts! Lower the Dominator! Oh, don't sulk, Destro. I'll throw in a tornado before the final lightning strike.
A brilliant plan, leader.
Naturally. I made it, didn't I?
Hello, sunshine. What is new? Goodbye, snake vines. You are through.
All right.
All right. Now let's get out of this hole and start to roll.
Just free solo it up to the top there. Yeah, you got it, dude.
Superb! First, Destro, the tornado! Blast them, Destro! Blast them!
Tornado over the Capitol. Not looking good. Oh, the mirrors. I like literally forgot what G.I. Joe was doing. Right. They're coming in with mirrors. But how are mirrors going to stop a tornado?
Hurry!
It's a tornado.
To get those energy mirrors in place before Cobra destroys the city.
Excuse me. I don't understand. Look at all these guys. These are the grunts. Your everyday average Joe. It's literally picking up cars. That's a strong win, folks. No joke.
Oh no! Giant hailstone.
Yeah, shoot them. That's gonna work. They're short fuse. Dang, so exciting. Meanwhile, in the desert. That's it, Cobra Cafe.
Let's see if we can find a way to get back to base.
Maybe take your beret off, Flint. Come on.
I bet the cuisine is fabulous.
I love that. Oh, he's still wearing his beret. Like, that's not a problem. What is this? What is this? I love it too. But I love it. Oh man.
Nice.
Just a bunch of ruffians out in the
Just what we've been looking.
Out in the desert. Ah, gross. What is that rat dog?
Visitors.
Just hand over your weapons and nobody.
Oh, I saw who was in the background.
Did you hear what the man said? Would you please speak up? It's noisy in here.
I said, give us your weapons.
Yup, classic bar fight. And the piano player just keeps on going. Not even phased, Shipwreck. Not even phased. So good.
Anybody else have a problem?
So ridiculous. I mean, they are trained fighters. It makes sense, right?
You, don't live around here, do you? Don't be so nervous. I'm not with Cobra.
Then who are you with?
I'm with myself and anybody who can pay my price. The name's Shipwreck.
Why would that interest us?
Because you're not exactly #1 on Cobra's sweetheart parade. Now, you want to pay my fee and get out of here? Or hang around and pray for urban renewal?
I love the fact that that Shipwreck is just another like mercenary for hire, hanging out in a seedy bar that they're gonna hire him on. Don't worry, Junkyard likes him.
We were wondering if we could trust you, but Junkyard says you're all right.
Thanks, Swabby.
Well,
our
at least this is pre-Polly.
Cobra Commander.
If you know what I'm saying.
We'll stop this instant. Destro, use the full force of the laser core to make lightning at once. Now!
Oh, dang. Okay, this is the part where they use the mirrors. Okay.
Here comes the granddaddy of all lightning bolts. Energy mirrors ready.
Where do they redirect it to, though? That's the question. Nice.
No! Redirect the energy flow! Yo-Joe!
Whoa, cool. And now, where do they redirect it? And now we destroy the moon. Where are they shooting it?
Speak up, Destro. I want a report of my triumph.
Oh snap! He's shooting it right back at them. Well, that's the end of it. That's the end of the Weather Dominator, right? You chump. Oh, what's this? What is this? Oh, it's gonna be another search and find across the world. I love it.
I just got a flash from headquarters. Cobra's weather control gizmo shot into orbit and came down in 3 pieces.
See, she looks good now.
It started a chain reaction of crazy weather all over the world.
And we've got to get those pieces back together, or the sun may never shine on Earth again.
Yo, Joe!
Okay. I like the setup. I like the setup a lot. Meanwhile, are these guys heading for the base where they can help rescue Duke and Snake Eyes? Is that what's happening?
The one thing Cobra's sensors can't pick up is wind power. All right,
Freaking
let's
so
cast
cool.
off.
So cool.
The ocean of the sun, mates.
Man, we're really traveling.
Do these things really exist? I think they might, right?
Seafaring luck
Pretty
will have
cool.
a very boring voyage.
No danger of that. Look!
A sandstorm, batten the hatches.
I don't know what that means, but I don't like the sound of it.
Oh, dang. It's like right out of Mad Max.
Mates, and lash yourselves to the superstructure. Watch out!
I don't think that sale's gonna last. Yeah.
Man overboard! Where are you?
Oh man, he's donezo. This is very dramatic.
G.I. Joe will return after these messages.
Okay. Well, that's the Vines of Evil, and they did escape the Vines of Evil. Episode 2 down of The Revenge of Cobra. Another really strong episode. There's lots of, like, I like how G.I. Joe mixes sort of action here to a little bit of, you know, background story there. So obviously we got introduced to Shipwreck in this episode. But interestingly, like I had forgotten that he was a gun for hire. That's kind of weird. Why was this? What is this weird like desert town where there's just a bunch of ruffian thugs like hanging out and drinking? That's kind of odd. Are these guys like? It's not like a Cobra town. They're just like bad dudes hanging out in a bad bar. You know, it's kind of interesting to see. But I'll say I really liked the action, and I love the sort of the fantastical sort of elements of it. I didn't really love all of the DC stuff. I didn't think that worked quite as well. But you know, what a great setup! Destroying the Weather Dominator, split into pieces, and now we're gonna get another one of those like let's go and hunt around the world for the pieces of the MacGuffin. That's also very like classic G.I. Joe. I think a lot of G.I. Joe storylines, the larger storylines certainly, have this like element of like let's go from one big set piece to the next big set piece, and I think they do a really good job of it. Maybe they don't introduce the Storm Shadow Snake Eyes relationship here. In fact, now that I think about it, was that like something that was retconned in later? I'm not sure that Snake Eyes really started the show as a ninja. I think he definitely started the show as like a mysterious commando all in black. And he does have a katana sword, so there's that. Everything's going really well. I'm really happy to see Roadblock get some time. We're getting a little bit of a sense of like the sort of playful nature of some of these Joes and their relationships with each other. So that's really good. I'm really looking forward to the next episode. If you're ready, let's jump in and see what's next with episode 3 of The Revenge of Cobra.
Now back to G.I. Joe.
Okay, friends, it is time for The Revenge of Cobra, episode 3, The Palace of Doom. I'm very excited to pick up and watch the rest of this miniseries with you. Let's do it. So much. Okay, here we go.
Yo, Joe!
It's the best.
He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there.
Yeah, where's Recondo?
It's G.I. Joe against Cobra the enemy, fighting to save the day.
Did you guys hear that? Cobra the enemy?
He's
Not Cobra and Destro.
Fighting for freedom over land and air. G.I. Joe! G.I. Joe is there.
G.I. Joe is the code name for America's daring, highly trained special mission force. Its purpose, to defend human freedom against Cobra, a ruthless terrorist organization determined to
so much going on in this opening.
He'll stay till the fight's won.
Honestly, is it too much? There's a lot of people moving very quickly. Look at all these guys.
I've got to
Damn it, don't tell me what to do.
Take this!
This is why he comes with a grappling hook, right? Doesn't he come with a grappling hook? In the toy, I mean. This is crazy.
Are you all right?
I got sand in my shoe.
Come on! We've got to find some way to outlast this storm.
Where's Junkyard? Well, shouldn't Junkyard have gone and gotten him?
Tear us to pieces unless we get under this sail.
I don't know, man. That's pretty dicey.
The storm's passing.
Then let's get back on the road. Thrusters on.
Don't dig yourself out, guys. It's okay.
Fast, you sand lovers. We're free.
Wait. Did he have thrusters the whole time? Alright.
The Weather Dominator has broken into its 3 component parts, each of which has fallen into a remote and dangerous part of the Earth. The ion correlator now lies somewhere on the island of no return. You, Zartan, and you, Baroness, shall lead the search there.
Is the island of no return where Godzilla lives? I sure hope so. If there are not giant monsters there, I am going to be disappointed. Oh. He should send everyone to every place at once, right? Wouldn't that make more sense? The Joes definitely should. They've got a lot of people.
The island of no return. Hey, how's it look from seaside, Pedo?
Really bad, man. Really bad.
Sorry. I don't think that pedo is a good short form for torpedo. Just gonna say it. Just putting that out there. Okay. Let's continue.
And just to keep us from getting bored, here come the serpents you love to hate.
G.I. Joe is here. We must recover the piece of Destro's Weather Dominator before they do. Cobra!
I gotta say, I liked Baroness in the blue with the tinted shades. I mean, she looks great in black, don't get me wrong, but classic parachute to safety. Alright. Also, first appearance of Cutter, right? I think. His depth charges? Nice. Okay.
The second piece of Cobra's weather control device came down here.
Oh, they are sending a team.
Of Doom. Major Blood.
Yes, Commander.
You will retrieve the Hydromaster, the second component of the Weather Dominator.
Cobra!
The
No!
whole cotton-picking planet's gone ape.
Wait.
Lady J, you'll lead the assault on the Palace of Doom and...
Unauthorized entry. Intruder alert.
Flint, where you been?
Hey, Junkyard!
Good boy.
But you old kettle cleaner.
Welcome home.
We all kept hoping you'd make it back, Flint.
Well, that means a lot. Knowing your buddies miss you, I mean.
She's your buddy?
This is Shipwreck, and he saved our necks, Lady J.
I'd rather save yours.
Thanks. But we've got a world to save first. Yo, Joe!
You smooth talker, you. What a Han Solo, huh?
I join up?
Like the saying goes, two's company, but three's a regiment.
These guys. You gotta love it, though. Does anyone know where the G.I. Joe headquarters is located? Like, is there like a set location for it, or is it just nebulously like in the desert somewhere? Or is it like, it's at Area 51 in Nevada or something? Yo, are you gonna fight mountain lions, Roadblock?
Nice.
They don't fight it. They don't
be good in Roadblock.
They don't hunt in packs, by the way.
Giant mice.
Or are they lions? Wait, where is he again?
Cats can climb, but they can't fly.
that was too close. I heard you, and when I see you, you better be friendly.
What interesting.
Well,
happening
anybody all tied up in a Cobra truck has got to be my kind of man.
Cobra truck, my hush puppies. These are my trucks, mister. Every one of them loaded and paid for by yours truly, Honolulu West, president and manager of Wild West Holland.
You're a girl.
Congratulations. You figured that out so fast, you must be a rocket scientist.
Look, all I got from you is
She's
a trucking
so
commercial
snippy
and
with
a
it.
lot of
I love it.
sass. Now, what about some thanks for untying your ropes?
Thanks for what? I'm still a prisoner, and Cobra's still got my trucks, full of the finest victuals you ever did see.
Truck full of good eats, huh?
What's it to you, Jack?
I'm hungry, I'm a gourmet chef, and the name's not Jack, it's Roadblock. I'm with G.I. Joe.
I don't care if you're with the Tooth Fairy. G.I. Joe? Mr. Roadblock Gourmet Chef, get ready to chow down. I do believe this is gonna mark the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
I always love when they introduce the civilian side characters for the episode. It's not every episode that they do it, but there's always some nice dramatic tension here. This is some good lore, character building for Roadblock as well. Like, he's a gourmet chef. That definitely comes into play in later episodes. I certainly remember that fondly because he's one of my favorite characters of all time. And I appreciate that he's not like literally rhyming all the time. I think he's sort of widely known for his rhyming. But Honolulu here, they seem like a good pair. I don't know. Huh.
Use extreme caution in landing on the reef. That coral is razor sharp and hard as steel.
Now he tells me.
All right, Cutter. Okay.
Or something.
Hey, were Rattlers seen in the last? That's the Cobra plane. Were those seen in the last show? The last miniseries?
Them off the reef, you fools!
Oh no.
Secure your positions pronto.
Oh, interesting. Spirit is there.
Here's Cobra.
Here comes Firefly and what's it called? Storm Shadow. I just love seeing all the characters. It's so cool to see them all now.
Wow! Cobra's cut a channel through the reef.
We'll beat him to it. Yo, Joe.
But also, Tornado coming in? You guys are in trouble. Oh, I wanted to see what was going to happen.
Cobra Company, halt! The scanner indicates the fragment we want is inside that large structure there. Legend may call it the Palace of Doom, but I call it a simple military objective.
Major Blood's like a total tool, right? I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. No one likes Major Blood, do they? Like, are there any fans of Major Blood out there? You let me know in the comments if you're a fan of Major Blood and why you like him. Why? Wait, what?
Stay close to me, men. And remember, from here on, silence.
Go for it, Rakondo. Who do we got? We got Breaker, Blowtorch.
Ready, Flint?
Wait, where's Flint? Oh, he's on the other side. Okay.
Ready, Rakondo.
Got it. Let's go. Oh, and then they're gonna attack him on two fronts. This is military strategy 101. Okay, there's Steeler doing some work.
I'm caught in a pincer's movement. Send in support.
What were those guys were just hiding out behind the... They were like already there on top of the temple? Okay. There's a lot more parachutes in this episode.
Their
Javelin for the
robots are
win.
moving into the city ahead of us. I think a small team could slip through this firefight and beat them to the weather control fragment.
How small a team do you have in mind?
Yours truly, shipwrecked and gung-ho.
Gung-ho? You were supposed to stay back at headquarters.
What? Miss a fight?
Okay, go for it.
I love all the characters so much. I'm so excited when they're like, okay, let's this team break off and do this thing.
Don't let any of those robots get into the temple!
Look at these little robots. The robot versus robot fight. These big robots are really reminiscent of the ones that were in the ice cave in the, oh my god, they're just like R2. The first one, right? The first miniseries? Okay, let's watch.
Wow. I think I saw this place on the Late Late Show.
Look, there it is. The weather fragment.
Whoa. Careful, it's booby-trapped. Guys, booby traps. Have you not seen movies before? I told you. Oh, snap. Now you're in for it.
G.I. Joe will return after these messages.
It's the perfect level of like fantasy that they've added
Now
to this
back
to
G.I.
like
Joe.
You know what I mean?
The whirlpool's too strong for our engines. The ship's breaking up.
Hang tight, Cutter Baby. I just got a mean idea.
There you go. Hey, that's the shark.
They don't call me Torpedo for nothing.
Yeah, vehicle engine is the shark. Yeah, that tracks. That should work. I saw the bird.
Now that's what I call the plumb unhappy lander.
Freedom and I will go to the island of no return. I'm tempted to let you try it, but it's impossible.
Wait.
Possibility and impossibility are states of mind.
Sorry, that bird just staring at you. It's like, what's he? He's gonna murder me. Okay. This is like a real first introduction proper to. I know he might have been in the background in another episode. I don't know, but to Spirit and Freedom here. Just to call out, this is now the third character with their own like pet, right? After Junkyard and Mutt, and of course, Snake Eyes and Timber. Who Snake Eyes has certainly appeared in this series, this second miniseries, but Timber is nowhere to be seen. But very interesting to see the portrayal here of Spirit and Freedom. As a kid, I always thought that he was like the coolest. He was so cool. And I always, I was a massive fan of Brave Star and like seeing like strong, cool native characters on screen. I always thought was really, really neat. I don't know. How does this play now? Like, what is the reaction to Spirit and Freedom? Is it, obviously you have to contextualize it like when it came out, but do people appreciate this? Like everyone on this show where like, they're like cardboard sort of stereotypes of like heroes and villains. So I don't know that you could like aptly just criticize it based on that, but it is a stereotype for right or wrong. I don't know. You let me know if you know in the comments down below.
In my mind, there is only the possible.
Also, he gets it done, right? And correct me if I'm wrong, is Cutter in charge of this mission?
We must get past them and reach the island of no return.
Isn't Zartan supposed to be with
Where are you?
Well, there you
I
go.
order you to respond to my orders. Zartan, answer me at once.
Ain't you gonna answer the ladies, Artan?
When it serves my purpose.
He's always got his own agenda, Zartan. Oh, right.
Avast, mates! Trouble topside!
Yo.
Suffering seaweed. I don't think he's too crazy about visitors.
This is like out of a video game or something, right?
Clear out the Joe team and claim what is rightfully ours. Destroy and
Where did that robot come from? That's a ridiculous robot. Oh, those two can fight each other.
We're trapped, and he's really mad.
Look at the bright side. At least he's not wearing shoes.
I mean, I was looking for a Godzilla kaiju battle. This is almost it. This is pretty good. Oh, it was in the middle of the river. You got it, dude.
Freedom. So much anguish over a piece of wreckage. I feel another presence.
That presence feels you as well.
Oh, Storm Shadow. Damn. That's a hardcore bird. So interesting that the first face-off from Ninja Storm Shadow is against Spirit rather than
Get
Snake
set to
Eyes.
scramble and ramble.
What is it, Tripwire?
My detection device has picked up a mucho earthquake rolling our way. Must have been triggered by the freak weather around the world.
Great. And Lady J and the guys still inside the Palace of Doom.
retreat. We must save ourselves.
Exactly, chump. This is why no one likes you. Jump? Oh, she's not gonna get captured, is she?
Running out.
Pole vault? Pole vault.
Gung Ho, you're a handy guy to have around.
Oh, snap. Now you've done it.
Flint, get us out of this!
Oh, that's convenient. So weird. What a weird thing to have with you.
This place is shaking like a 10-cent milkshake.
We lost the fragment!
Okay. We'll get it back. No time now.
Dude, what is happening? I'm in shock. I think that's the end of the episode. No. Well, there we go. That's episode 3 down. The Palace of Doom. That was great. I can't help but have a big smile on my face when I'm watching this kind of a cool episode of G.I. Joe. Like, there's so much good stuff in there. We really got our first taste of, we got Spirit, we got Storm Shadow, we got Cutter having a role to do. We got, we got a lot of good stuff. We got Rakondo having a bit of a part. Not as much, since that was I guess that was Lady J's, or was that Flint's mission? Or Lady J's mission, I guess. But I'm a big fan of everything that's happening. The one thing I'd say I'm missing is Duke and Snake Eyes are, of course, still, captured. But presumably Roadblock is going to get Honda Lee, was that her name? With Honda Lee is going to get into the palace, into the Cobra base in the next episode, and hopefully rescue them. We'll see. I think that was fantastic. And classic G.I. Joe, they've got battles on multiple fronts. We're able to cut back and forth. There's lots of great action, but it's mixed in with cool character moments. And I love to see all of the configurations of the Joe team and the villains team when they're like, okay, we'll split off. It'll be these 3 guys on this front and those 4 guys on that front. And, as much as and I don't know that there's anyone out there who's like a Tripwire fan, it does give an opportunity for hey, Tripwire's got a small part in this episode, or Steeler's got a small part in this episode. So that is very cool. Yeah. And I love the level of the fantasy sort of science fiction elements of G.I. Joe. I think are a perfect blend of reality to fantasy. And maybe we don't need to overthink. Maybe I don't need to overthink, which I classically tend to do when I'm talking about the mechanics of why something is happening. But that's just par for the course for sort of nerd culture, overanalyzing everything. Anyway, I'm excited to see what happens in episode 4. Let's dive into it right now. Okay.
Now back to G.I. Joe.
I hope you're ready for the battle on the roof of the world. Yes, that's right. G.I. Joe, The Revenge of Cobra, episode 4. Are you excited, Shadowcat? He's very excited. Let's do this.
Yo, Joe!
Yo, Joe. Where is Duke? When are we getting Duke back? That's what I want to know. No, I'm sorry. I like it. I like us focusing on new characters.
It's G.I. Joe against Cobra, the enemy.
I don't think they ever did that again, this new titling sequence there. The Revenge of Cobra. It's pretty cool, though.
G.I. Joe is the code name for America's daring, highly trained special mission force. Its purpose to
that's a cool
defend
little
human
robot
freedom
thing.
against Cobra, a ruthless terrorist organization determined to
going
rule
on in
the
this.
world.
He never gives up. He'll stay till the fight's won. G.I. Joe will dare. G.I. Joe.
And they send him packing. Good job, Joes. What? There's a chance? You're saying there's a chance, Lady J. This is better than Hawkeye. Trick javelins. Okay.
Great work, Lady J. You got it wired. But the next quake is gonna tear the place apart.
Who's, is that? Oh, that's, Ripcord, I want to say? I was gonna say, who's the camo guy?
What are you doing?
Yes! Slingshot! Let's go!
That was a little too close for me, Lady J.
That was great for me. I love danger.
We're just gonna turn it up a little.
Doc, give us some cover, and I'll send a unit around the back of the island while we.
Is Cutter always shouting?
Can do, Cutter. But we don't have much time. If these readings are right, the freak weather has cracked the Earth's crust. Molten lava is seeping up into the seawater.
Molten
if we don't
lava?
get out of here soon, we'll be boiled like chickens in a stew pot.
What is it, a smoke screen? Oh,
Dispatch a landing party to the other side of the island.
all right.
Something is causing the temperature to rise dangerously.
Exactly as I had hoped. Cobra and G.I. Joe are...
Was this all part of your plan, Zartan?
They will never even notice us.
Secret cave behind the waterfall? There's always a secret cave behind the waterfall. Are they still fighting? I hope they're still fighting. Yes, they are. Good. Good, good, good. Wait, what is this? Oh, they're so honorable. And now they start again, huh? I know you're like trained spirit, but also he's a ninja. So I don't know, man. Oh, they punched each other.
There is too little air to waste it on pointless combat.
Agreed. Soon we will either use up what oxygen remains or the sea will rise.
Wait, what?
And take our lives.
We must dwell on this.
Sorry, are they in an airtight chamber somehow? I don't understand. None of that makes sense.
They say misery loves company, but Roadblock, I got more misery than I can handle. How am I ever gonna get my trucks back?
That's something we'll worry about later. Right now, I'd say we got other problems arising.
Do they raise and lower it like all the time?
That mean enough to stampede a herd of Gila monsters.
Okay. Ooh, what's the name of the truck with the truck with the
What is this place?
missiles on the back?
Toyland, babe. In fact, it's the last place I'd want to be caught dead in. And I'm talking dead with a very big D.
Yo. That's facts. That's facts.
Unless we recover all 3 pieces of our Dominator and reassemble them before G.I. Joe, all of us will be finished!
How well you perceive the situation, my dear Cobra Commander.
My dear Cobra Commander.
I was just about to launch the third.
I love how he talks to him. It's great.
Mission.
Then you have prepared the necessary equipment?
Am I crazy?
Yes, Commander. We must now marshal our forces to wage the ultimate battle on the roof of the world.
Okay, am I crazy? Does Cobra Commander in the mainline series, does he have a circle around that snake on his forehead? I don't think so.
It is hopeless.
Are they going to explain why this is an airtight chamber?
The rising water may be the force that can save us.
Oh?
I do not understand.
The water forces the air out. Somewhere near the surface, this air must escape.
Let's go.
There must be a blowhole. If we use the air held beneath this fragment, we may be able to breathe. Now!
Is it it's a little cubby hole that they can hide in together? Oh, they're best buddies now. That's great. They're dead. And that was the last we ever saw of Spirit and Storm Shadow.
Will return after these messages.
Oh, man.
Now, back to G.I. Joe.
What's going to become of them? Very exciting. They keep coming up with these great set pieces, though. What is this? Oh, this is the blowhole. And now, we fight to the finish. Yes?
You have saved my unworthy life. The Weather Dominator shall be yours.
We shall meet again.
Dang. Respect. That is, I got serious respect for Storm Shadow there. That was amazing. I honestly thought the Cobra was gonna get both pieces.
There's the piece of the Dominator.
Oh, and meanwhile, here comes Firefly.
Joe to worry about.
You suck, man. Come on. Yo, he doesn't even have to put it down. He's so boss.
The Joe Warrior seems sure to lose, unless we intervene.
But we want the Joes to lose, don't we?
Yeah, we do, don't we?
We're on the other side, ain't we?
We are on our side first and foremost. We stand to
Does anyone know who is who of these 3 guys? I can never remember.
Each possess one fragment of the Weather Dominator.
Oh, blimey, I don't understand.
The storm.
Fire! Okay, so the Dreadnoks they're just mischief makers. Just generally speaking. Question, why didn't they just fly into this island in the first place all the way? You could have just brought... Yeah, Wild Bill. Why did you go in on boats at all?
I've got Spirit and the Fragment. We're heading for the carrier.
Wait, is the bird in the helicopter too?
Hot tamale.
I think so.
The whole island's melting.
And there goes the island of no return. I don't really know why it exploded, but okay. You know, just because.
Our final destination.
The top of the world.
Of the
The
world.
roof of the world, right?
There, Major Blood. The laser core itself lies on the other side of this mountain of ice.
We shall recover the laser core before G.I. Joe knows we're here.
Why don't you just hop in a thing, fly over the wall? That's okay. Now we get to see the snowmobiles. Now they had these snowmobiles in the mass device, but I think these are the ones that are like the toy is based on. These are like branded.
The sensor reading
right?
puts the last fragment miles inside the glacier, Snowjob. Any ideas for getting it out?
Sure, as soon as I get us in. That's why I brought my glacier sleds.
Ooh.
Cute, but how do you go tobogganing inside a glacier?
Through the sluiceways. Ancient tunnels formed by hot springs
That's-
trapped within the glacier.
That's a terrible
What
idea.
happens if we get stuck in there?
You'll never have to send out for ice again.
Let's go for it.
Hey, who's gonna ride with me?
Don't you get a buddy?
Some other time. This
All
ain't
right.
the tunnel of love.
They're going to die. That's so insanely dangerous.
We must reach the secret crevice if we are to have the advantage of surprise.
Blimey, Zartan. Why can't we just come in by chopper? Me ruddy nose is froze.
Thank you.
It's too dangerous to fly in this weather.
Ah, well, at least they answered it. Oh my god. I'm glad that they like tried to apply logic.
One misstep, and we'll all be buried forever in a tomb of eternal ice.
Nice.
Onward! Onward!
Oh, the Rattlers can come in. What is that helmet she's wearing?
Private assault on the glacier.
I've never seen that before. That's awesome. It's so stupid looking. I love it. Sometimes they make stuff up that's like super cool, and sometimes it's just like, what are you thinking?
Any moment now, we shall reach the icy plateau which leads to the laser core. Stand by.
Everyone's on their own, you know? Okay. Someone's got to take a wrong turn, right? It's got to be Shipwreck and Gung Ho.
We're almost there. Increase speed. The plateau is just below.
I'm surprised they didn't like choose a different sort of custom team for this job. But I guess we're getting some good screen time with you know, the new big main heroes. And they did include Snowjob.
Ahead lies our shortcut to the crater and victory.
Nice. What are you guys doing? Oh, you're setting up your sleds?
Oh, the Arctic sun. It will loosen the ice crags that form the ridge of the crater.
Huh.
We are now in a race, not only against Cobra and G.I. Joe, but against the danger of avalanche.
Interesting. So the sun does hurt him, definitely. I wonder why. Oh, okay, so that way's blocked off. Can't go back that way. Got it. It's okay. Everyone's approaching from different sides. Baroness is going to come in at some point. The Dreadnoks are going to come in.
We each have one piece of the weather control device.
Yeah.
Whoever gets that laser core gets the upper hand.
Is that a thing? Skate blades that just attach to regular shoes like that? Okay.
G.I. Joe will return after these messages. Now, back
Do we
to
have another
G.I. Joe.
storyline to cut to? I guess Roadblock, right? That's the B story.
Trample G.I. Joe, you fools! Crush them!
Demolish them, I say!
What are you, Kylo Ren? Come on. But why, Cobra Commander?
What do you want?
Commander, we heard the disturbance and your scream.
Defective equipment! I want the officer in charge of communications maintenance disciplined at once.
But Commander...
Get out, all of you. I wish to plan in private.
What a bad boss. What a seriously bad boss. Come on, Cobra Commander. It wasn't that guy's fault. Oh, you are like Kylo Ren. Terrible.
Out! Why are great men always surrounded by lesser beings?
I ask myself the same question.
Oh, snap. Did you see his eyes there?
That's easy for you to say, sucker.
Quick, rip his
Now
hood
shut
off
up.
so we can see what he looks like.
Get the intruders!
Splitting time, little buddy.
Oh my god.
Oh, we'll fight for freedom wherever.
He's singing the theme song!
G.I. Joe is here.
I love it. So the theme song exists in continuity in this universe.
Press the right button, Roadblock.
I believe so too, Hondaloo.
Hondaloo.
Now we can cut out of this snake motel and...
Take them
It's
from
scrap
behind.
iron with a blowtorch. Yeah, exactly. You're literally in the middle of their base. What are you thinking?
These arrogant intruders have dared to shame me in the sacred confines of my own headquarters. Take them to the arena of sport. This won't take long.
I hope the arena of sport continues throughout the series, and they just keep trying it.
Snake Eyes! Alive! Man, it's good to see
I'm gonna start doing that
and
handshake
you're
with friends.
okay.
Don't count on
Shake.
it staying that
Dun.
way for long,
Thumbs up.
Roadblock. Not the best way to meet,
Hondaloo.
Hondaloo. It's a pleasure.
I'd say this maybe just one step, half step, barely crosses the line. A little too science fiction for
The
me.
laser core!
I don't know if that really fits reality of the universe, but whatever. That's okay. It still looks cool.
Go, Destro! Wrong, Sleazo!
That's a move. That's a move and a half. Oh, I didn't realize it was so big. It's a pretty big thing, huh? Huh. And now.
We are even now.
When next we meet.
We meet as enemies.
Let's come full circle. I like it. I like that they did a whole like little story arc between those two. That's really good. Oh my god, just Mad Max rejects, these guys. Right? That's right out of Mad Max with the bikes and the ropes and the totally.
I can pick off the place where he's standing and
We can't risk an avalanche.
The crucial final fragment of the Weather Dominator,
Uh-huh.
the laser core itself, is now entirely in my possession. A prize which I offer to the highest bidder.
Why would Cobra ever trust them again now?
This. You shall soon see what develops.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Doesn't
Use
matter.
the Baroness's wing for evacuation at once! Cobra!
Don't worry, everyone's gonna be okay.
Let's get out of here!
Joe's, you might have some trouble.
Yo, Joe!
Flint! Look out! The wall in the crater!
They're done for. How are they gonna get out of this one? I don't know.
G.I. Joe will return after these messages.
That's not the end of the episode, is it? So, that is the end of episode 4, Battle on the Roof of the World. Did you guys like it? I thought it was pretty good. I think episode 3 is so far is I think the strongest so far of the episodes, but they've all been very entertaining. I'll say this: I think that they do a really good job of knowing how to pace things. There's a lot of action, but it's generally pretty easy to sort of follow. They've got an A story and a B story, both going at a pretty decent pace. There are tons of, the set pieces are so well orchestrated in this show. It's, and they've done a pretty good job about like both playing within the sort of the tropes, that you would expect from kind of an action show like this. And then sort of going beyond with like, here's something edging into like major science fiction territory or kind of fantasy territory. So I think they did a pretty good job here. The island stuff with Spirit fighting Storm Shadow. I think that whole arc of their sort of relationship is great. I like that Roadblock actually like made some headway. Somehow they got right to the control room where Cobra Commander was doing his like bad boss bit and got him in a headlock. Although the one thing, Roadblock, you should have taken his hood off. Then you could have seen who he was, seen what he looked like. We got a hint of that earlier in an episode. It was pretty exciting. I think they did a really good job with this episode. I'm excited to see what happens. I can't believe they left it at a really good sort of cliffhanger element. But I do think it's a little silly that the Dreadnoks and Zartan would... I mean, I get that they're out for themselves, but also their business partners, Cobra, they're betraying them. Why would Cobra ever work with them again after they just set Destro up for failure? I don't think they would. I don't know. We'll have to see how this transpires in the end. Anyhow, enough preamble. Let's jump into episode 5, the 5th and final part of the Revenge of Cobra. I hope you're ready.
Now back to G.I. Joe.
We're about to dive into the final episode of the Revenge of Cobra miniseries. I'm excited. Where will we go? Who will win? The Joes and Cobra both have a piece of the Weather Dominator. What's going to happen? This episode is called the Amusement Park of Terror. That means we're going to be at an amusement park. A deadly amusement park. This is classic G.I. Joe fodder. And I'm here for it. I'm here for all of it. Okay, let's dive in. Yo, Joe.
He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe, American hero.
So cool.
G.I. Joe is there. It's G.I. Joe against Cobra, the enemy, fighting to save the day. He never gives up. He's always there, fighting for freedom over land and air. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there.
So good. Right?
G.I. Joe is the code name for America's daring, highly trained special mission force. Its purpose, to defend human freedom against Cobra, a ruthless terrorist organization determined to rule the world.
He never gives up, he'll stay till the fight's won. G.I. Joe will dare. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I.
Protecting our shores from the danger of Cobra.
Fire your lasers! Ice melts.
That's
Let's
bananas.
get them out of there.
Come on. Does she have a diamond-tipped javelin? They're so prepared.
Thanks for cutting in, Lady J.
Haven't you heard? Diamonds are a guy's best friend.
But time is nobody's friend as long as Zartan has the last piece of Cobra's weather control weapon. Regroup back at headquarters. Yo, Joe! Yo, Joe!
These guys. It's kind of cheesy, some of the dialogue, but I mean, I love it, but also like, what? Oh, this is right out of Scooby-Doo.
I adore seeing a scheme come together. It's so stimulating. Now, I shall raise our broadcast transmitter and inform both Cobra and G.I. Joe of our modest demands.
Oh, the man said modest.
They don't know what that means. What is this? How come everyone has these things that raise out of the ground?
Associates, as you already know, I possess the third and most powerful fragment of the Weather Dominator. G.I. Joe, you have one fragment, but it has little value without the other two components.
Why did they make CoverGirl?
Zartan's in Bayou country.
Like auburn hair.
Come in, Flint. We've traced Zartan to the swamps.
I kind of liked her as a blonde.
Yo, Joe!
Where are Flint and the others flying?
Cobra,
They're just
you
like flying
are
around?
also the proud possessor of one fragment. It too equally useless. Therefore, one of you, the more intelligent one, naturally, will quickly pay my price, and then, with two viable components, reconstruct the third. Or steal it back from your adversary and win the day.
I have him. I have him. Come in, Destro. Change course at once for the Bayou. That abominable wretch Zartan has gone home to roost. Deal with him at once.
I mean, Zartan's not from the Bayou, right?
Final resolution is in motion. And now, I must do the one thing I despise. I must wait!
Again! What is he doing?
We can't hold him off for long!
Okay. How does that work?
I don't want to be gobbled by some short circuit.
Short circuit. That's it. We've got to reverse the polarity. On to Lou. Ready for a ride?
Just say giddy up.
What does that even mean?
Ready? 1, 2.
When did they explain what she's supposed to do? Okay.
Bend the pole into the one beside it.
Now they tell
But
her.
don't get caught between them.
Don't they feed these turkeys?
Nice work.
It's about time Cobra had its fangs yanked. Yo, Joe!
They just know what to do. It's fine.
The readings indicate two large fighting forces have homed in on us. It must be G.I. Joe and Cobra.
I thought this was
Very
what he
well.
wanted.
Take your positions. We shall give them an unexpected education in the art of warfare.
Look at this frame. look at Zartan. A goofy smile. This is like, it reminds me, of course, of like what I always think of when I think of the spooky carnival, or the, you know, the crazy deadly carnival, because clearly that's what we're building up to. Is I know most people would go straight to Scooby-Doo, but my mind always goes to Arcade and Murder World. Do you guys know that? That's a Marvel Comics thing. I had kind of thought that Zartan's plan, though, was to have G.I. Joe and Cobra both come to his, you know, deadly amusement park. I thought that was the idea. Maybe not. I don't know.
We're over the target area now. Good hunting, Ripcord. Breaker, we'll join you as soon as the
Here's
jet stream
Ripcord.
calms down.
He can't hear you!
What is Ripcord doing that's any different than what Breaker is doing, literally right beside him? Just like he's a specialist, but what? But what does that mean?
You hear anything? Nothing. Neither do I. That's what bothers me.
These guys pulling guard duty. Come on. You're not stopping a ninja. If he wants to break in, he's in. Hey, there's Timber. Sorry, dude. Wait, I'm confused. Is it? Oh, it's glass, and then the inside the glass is the.
Sleeping gas.
Was that ADR'd? Wow, what is he, James Bond? Oh no, he's Ethan Hunt. You can do it. Did Mission Impossible steal that gag from here?
You guys might think I'm bananas or something, but
We know you are bananas, Charfuse. What's on your mind?
a couple of minutes ago when I didn't hear anything,
Yeah?
I ain't hearing it again. I gotta check it out.
He knows. He knows. Yup.
Call it intuition, I don't know, but the fragment's gone!
They left him at the base for guard duty, so I don't know if they're the best troopers, but still. Okay, Ripcord, do something useful.
Let's play commando, man.
Now let Zartan taste the bitter fruits of vengeance.
Look at that shot. That was cool. Oh, man. They are not playing. What if you guys blow up the fragment? Like... Alright. Whatever.
There's no answering barrage.
I gotta figure out the name of those,
No response from Zartan at all.
Are we gonna get a bunch of, like, Westworld-style robots
Is this
attacking
the
them?
contempt in which Zartan holds me?
All right, boys.
Right.
Now!
It's an ambush!
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Get wrecked, Destro.
Run for it!
You guys are terrible at this job. Nice. I want some robot clowns. That's what I'm looking forward to. That's what I'm hoping for. Or like, they'll go into the funhouse, maybe?
Press forward! Cobra!
What kind of firepower do they have here?
Ready, Breaker?
Do the honors.
Nice. I don't understand what's happening here. What did they do? They blew up the power to the carnival.
Zartan, we're taking a beating. It's time to get us out of here.
It's like the Joe's actually doing something kind of smart.
Pinpointed Zartan's control room. Over there.
Then what are we waiting for? Yo, Joe!
Guys, there's a no trespassing sign there. Oh, now they'll never even know.
Zartan's
go?
And so's the last fragment of the Weather Dominator.
I have a feeling things are gonna get a lot worse before they get better.
I think so, Flint. They have a roller coaster to escape on? Nice. Does it fly? Does it fly? I hope it flies.
Quickly, quickly, over there.
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, this was the plan all along. Oh, yeah. They got these things. I forgot about these, like, speeder bikes.
You thieving turncoat.
Wait! Would you mistreat a prisoner who surrendered willingly and offered a prize? The final piece of your Weather Dominator, Destro.
How didn't he get away? I gotta figure out. I don't understand the character lore of Zartan.
This place has more twists than a pretzel factory with the bends.
Oh, snap.
Cobra at either end. We just ran out of options.
I got another way to go.
Quick, down the garbage chute, boys. What are you gonna do?
This homing device will tell our guys where to find us. And while they're coming in,
we'll go out and crunch a couple of cobras.
Did he have that with him the whole time? Wait, don't the Joes know where the base
Duke's
is?
Personal distress signal. Fix coordinates on that beeper.
He didn't have that in
Cobra
the last
made, and we're
miniseries.
gonna come down hard. Yo, Joe!
Do you guys notice that
we have the
Shipwreck is just like on the team now?
Now, what punishment shall we administer to this turncoat?
Punishment? Punishment is the price for failure, and we have not failed. Rise, Zartan.
But he stole the laser core.
Which I now have, as well as the other 2 fragments.
But Zartan must be dealt with.
He has been. I forgive him.
Oh, right, because Storm Shadow stole it.
Sputtering like a wet toaster, and get busy! When the Dominator is operational again, we shall seize control of the world! And this time, none shall oppose us! Cobra!
Did we see Storm Shadow get away? Did he? Okay. I'm missing something, I think.
Howdy, handsome. You work here all the time?
you better have a pass, kid.
Oh, I do. And here it is, sugar.
Nice.
This is no time for gardening, Roadblock.
What?
Man, where these scrawny vines are concerned,
It's the
I am a man
vines.
with a big green thumb, and I'm gonna stick that thumb right in Cobra's nose.
I'm gonna put your thumb in his nose? That's gross. This guy's just like, he's gone crazy. Yeah. All right, kids.
There's the snake house we've been looking
Let's
for.
do it.
Yo, Joe!
You guys didn't know where? Oh, I guess because it rises and lowers into the ground.
Concentrate all power for the defense of Cobra Temple.
Yo, Joe! Hold it! What the
Cool to see all
heck
these
is that?
vehicles. Yeah. You guys are done. Oh, he just killed them all. Great. It's like very flashy.
The poor Joes are too hot, Destro. Cool them down at once.
With pleasure, Commander.
Destro's accent. With pleasure, Commander. And now, wow, instantly it's ice now.
We're losing altitude. Can't control it. Ship too heavy from ice and snow buildup.
Our friends are coming to a standstill, Destro.
There's that
They need
Wolverine again.
something to spark them up.
I know just the thing, Commander.
Wow. So heat, then snow, now lightning. And the snow's all gone all of a sudden. Okay.
We're still
That's how weather
airborne
works.
and ready to fight. Yo, Joe!
I mean,
They shall pay for that.
Shocking experience, mates. I think my bridge work melted.
Spare nothing now, Destro. The end is in sight, and we have
they should also send out like the army of Cobra Troopers, right? You would think. knocking heads. Let's go. Oh, I'm glad they have a fire hose nearby for just for emergencies, you know.
This final burst will annihilate them forever!
Wrong again, junk jaw.
Did you say junk jaw?
They've got the vibe!
No. You're not getting away this time, Cobra. Yeah, because the vines are like seeing you? Oh wait, the vines pulled the thing. So convenient.
We got a clear shot at him! Yo,
Alright.
yo!
Don't you guys need the... Hey, that guy. Sorry, that's the driver, right? Don't they need the... They need the Weather Dominator, though, to, like, reverse the crazy weather. What is that vehicle? Did you see that Cobra vehicle? Huh.
Stop them! Lower the temple! Lower it at once!
Oh. I mean...
They're trying to take her down.
Okay.
Let's beat them to it.
They're gonna... What are they gonna do? Take out... Oh. That was close, man. Inside the hangar. What are you, Anakin? Come on. Everyone's here. Come on, rock and roll. You got this.
Flint! Man, you're almost a sight for sore eyes.
Almost.
Looks
Hey,
like
they did the
you
same
blew it
handshake.
again,
Fang face. A battle lost, but not the war. I shall make G.I. Joe rule this day if it takes me 1,000 years.
Isn't this how the last one ended? With Destro escaping?
Zartan!
You fool.
You haven't
They got
defeated
away.
me. I only bow for this moment, but I shall return!
We beat you, Cobra, right down to the sand.
There's still the little matter of the crazy weather around the world.
How's it coming, Breaker?
Just watch the monitor. I think I got it.
I guess Breaker's like the super tech guy, right? At least at this point in the show.
Yo, Joe!
Hey, there's everyone. Tripwire and Short Fuse are even there. He did it. Oh! And the other group. Nice sunny day.
A snowstorm! Yo, snow! Well, nobody's perfect.
No, but we do okay.
We do okay, we do. Oh, great work, team.
G.I. Joe will return after
Is that
these
it? Is that the
messages.
end? I think that's the end. Oh, man. I wanted it to keep going. Boy, oh boy. Well, I gotta say, I think that was a pretty fun episode, definitely. Good work all around. Yeah. I really liked this episode specifically. I have to say, like, the whole big end battle, of course, was pretty good. I liked how everything came together at the end. They again got the best of Cobra Commander, of course. I don't think that it totally made sense that Cobra Commander just sort of like let Zartan off the hook for like literally betraying them, but you know, what are you gonna do? I still love the banter and the back and forth and there was a lot of good elements here. A few sort of silly, like I don't think that the Volt monsters or whatever they were called, I don't think those guys really worked very well. Even though they looked cool, it didn't totally make sense in the it didn't make sense in the story. in this totally fantasy science fiction story. But overall, definitely a good episode. I am happy with the conclusion. We'll circle back and talk about the miniseries as a whole. Okay, so we have done it. Now we have watched The Revenge of Cobra, 5-part miniseries. I hope you liked it. I certainly enjoyed it. I just got a smile on my face whenever I get to watch G.I. Joe, and I like seeing the sort of the completion of a story here. I think that there was a lot going on, and there was a lot to really like, and only a few sort of minor, nitpicks or disappointments. But overall, I think it was great. I think I'm a big fan of it. I really like the way that they mixed action and character beats back and forth. It's hard to tell a story throughout the action, and then it's also hard to tell the story of the action itself. And G.I. Joe consistently does a pretty good job of balancing both those fun little character beats. It's not always just like a fun quip and humor. It's like actually building relationships and building parts of the character with like obviously cool action. Again, The Revenge of Cobra, like the previous miniseries, the Mass Device, or Real American Hero, I guess, really follows some very similar tropes. Of course, they were both written by Ron Friedman, so you would expect maybe to see that. But the plotting and the beats of the story were in many ways kind of almost identical, which I think overall is pretty good. Actually, I think that really works. G.I. Joe leans heavily into those action set pieces, like I talked about. Like it's a very like 80s movie style, trope. And look, I think I said this earlier in the review, but like tropes are fine as long as they're done well, as long as that's what you're expecting. This is a kid's cartoon. Like, let's just keep it real here, okay? So I think that they did a great job of it. And also, you got to remember the context from when this came out. Some of those big action set pieces may be considered a trope now, but at the time, I don't have full clarity on that, even though I did watch this as a kid. But like some of those action movies that we would consider, oh, they're doing this thing again or that thing again, those hadn't come out yet. The era of the cheesy 80s action film was only just getting started in 1984 when The Revenge of Cobra came out, much less 1983 when this would have been, pieced together. So I think overall they did a very good job. Let's talk about some of those action set pieces. I would say my favorite location, like the setting, had to be the Palace of Doom from episode 3. That was the third one, right? And that definitely was my favorite episode because that episode had the Palace of Doom sequence, and it also had the that Cobra town, or I don't know if it was really a Cobra town, but that town in the desert with all those thugs, and then they met Shipwreck, and there was the bar fight sequence. I loved that bar fight sequence. Mutt, Flint, and Junkyard, I guess, was there too. And then they're just all of these like random thugs out in a bar in the middle of the desert. Shipwreck's just sitting there, all casual, cool as a cucumber, drinking his coffee. Like, come on, that's great. And I love the fact that they actually were able to introduce him as a character in the show. There. Before we get into the new characters, though, some of those other action set pieces I think really were great. And I just, from the Arctic, the sort of that top of the world sequence to the Island of No Return, where we had that awesome sort of fight sequence between Spirit and Storm Shadow, the whole Vine sequence with Roadblock in the second episode, and even the Cobra base out in the desert in the middle of nowhere. There was a lot of cool stuff that they did a really good job with. When you're talking about G.I. Joe, you also have to sort of recognize that it doesn't live in like our reality, right? There's a level of science fiction and fantasy that you just have to kind of go with. So obviously, like, you have to accept the conceit that yes, there is a weather dominator. That's okay. I'm fine with that. I found like my favorite sequence, like one of the reasons why I love the Palace of Doom sequence, not just that, it had, okay, Rakondo was in it. I don't care really that much about Rakondo. I thought it was I just love like that sort of Indiana Jones style, like we're exploring a temple. And you knew that there was going to be a booby trap, but then the Guardian waking up and then the Palace Guardian fighting against the giant Cobra mech. Like, it's like science fiction. And then we actually have some fantasy elements there mixed in together. I loved that. On the other hand, like the Volt monsters, for some reason that just didn't work for me. And I know that that's, again, like science fiction kind of conceit. But in the Mass Device, they did the, the gladiator trope, the gladiator arena. And I thought it was great. Even though that guy was like a giant, that kind of made no sense. The guy who fought Duke, you know what I'm talking about. In this one, for some reason, that level of science fiction of those things just went like one step too far for me. I don't know what it is. It's probably me. If that's your favorite part, then great. Okay, so looking at new characters now, we probably, of course, should start with Flint and Lady J. Duke, Snake Eyes, even Scarlet really all took a back seat during this miniseries, whereas they were clearly leads in the last one. But Flint and Lady J, I think, aptly step up to the plate as like the heroes here. Also, the entire cast was bigger, of course, and we really focused on basically like mostly all new characters. I was really happy to see Roadblock get some great action there. He's always been one of my favorites. I loved the introduction of Shipwreck. I'm a big fan of Shipwreck, and I know that he's not like some people don't like Shipwreck. I would contend that the Shipwreck stuff that people find kind of silly or maybe annoying is probably the Shipwreck stuff from later in the series when it's like Shipwreck and Polly together. Polly is like his pet parrot. They add more pets. Again, they just keep adding pets to this show. It's a thing. I guess kids love pets. Polly is like the worst. Aside from Roadblock and Shipwreck, Flint and Lady J, of course, there was Spirit and Freedom added, another pet, which I actually thought Spirit was a pretty cool character here. And then Junkyard and Mutt, and then a few of the sort of smaller, we had Cutter added in. We had, I think, Ripcord, Ace even made an appearance, I believe. Someone else. Oh, Rakondo. Yeah, Rakondo also made an appearance, of course. Those were very minimal parts, though. It's good to see some new like core characters, though, I think. And then, of course, on the Cobra side, we had a lot with Zartan, and I think they did a really good job with Zartan and the Dreadnoks. I'm so interested in the sort of like the character-based mystery around who Zartan is and what his backstory is. And I honestly cannot remember it for the life of me from the show. So if it's in the show, which I assume it will be at some point, his history. If it's in the show, I really look forward to getting to that part of the show. But I think that the Zartan and the Dreadnoks were very cool. They also had pretty decent work for Storm Shadow, and then not very much, but at least they introduced Firefly and Scrap Iron. Cobra really needed to build out their ranks. So even though Baroness had to take a bit of a back burner, I think that's okay. The new dynamic that we established with Cobra Commander, Destro, and Zartan as a third, those three personalities all together is fascinating to watch. I know in the last miniseries, I really talked a lot about how much I loved seeing the banter, that bickering back and forth between Cobra Commander and Destro. But I think that here Zartan really adds that extra dynamic. Like, did you see how annoyed Destro was when Zartan was like let off the hook for totally betraying them? I don't think that Zartan should have betrayed them. I don't know that like, I mean, maybe it fits his like character, but like, it was just funny to me because one, he shouldn't have done it. Two, Cobra Commander shouldn't have let him get away with it. But but that he did, that it annoyed Destro so much, I think was fantastic. So I like seeing those guys all together, and I definitely look forward to seeing them clash again and again. I think that the Storm Shadow versus Spirit story as well, that was like a nice little like side story that had a beginning, a middle, and an end all encapsulated over the course of those 2 episodes. I thought that was great. You know, Storm Shadow clearly exhibited like the honor of a ninja. Spirit was a pretty good match for him. And I think like I suggested while we were watching, clearly it looks like they hadn't really established that Snake Eyes was a ninja yet, even though they did do that, you know, costume change for him with this series. They sort of upgraded his costume to be more like we would, you know and love Snake Eyes to look like. I have a few minor nitpicks that don't really ruin anything, but I just to mention, you know, I understand why they did it, but it's a bit of a shame that Duke and Snake Eyes, 2 of the coolest characters, were sidelined so much during this miniseries. I get why they did it. I thought that the amusement park of terror in that last episode was a little weak. Like, I loved the sort of the design and the sort of the mise en scene, as it were. But I think all of us, especially with things like Scooby-Doo, we've seen so many amusement parks and scary, spooky amusement parks, or, you know, deadly amusement parks in cartoons at this point. And maybe this is just with a modern perspective, right? That I was expecting a little bit more, and we just didn't quite get that. Also, I think that the last battle, I really liked that final battle. There was a lot going on. I get it. But it would have been nice if there were more Cobra troopers like out there directly fighting with the Joes, I think. They had the Weather Dominator, but they also have an army that they should have sent out. I think that was a nitpick, a minor nitpick. And I get it. But, you know, that could have been a little bit stronger. That said, even that final battle, I thought was great. I did like it. I totally liked it. So overall, I think that this series did a really good job of introducing a bunch of new characters, continuing the like cool, badass, you know, heroes kicking butt. Continued with Cobra being big dummies, and always entertaining, you know. And if it's entertaining and it makes you want to keep watching more, then that's the sign of, I would say, a really good show. So with that said, I'm really looking forward to the next review, the next reaction. We're gonna move into the series proper. So that will be another 5-parter, also written by Ron Friedman. So we should expect similar structure probably to this and The Mass Device. And it's called The Pyramid of Darkness. One more 5-parter, and then we'll get into the series proper, and things will calm down a little bit, and we'll just get some nice character stories that are a little more smaller scale, which I'm also really looking forward to. But let's get ready for a really cool next episode as we jump into the Pyramid of Darkness. Thank you very much for sticking around and watching the Revenge of Cobra with me. I really appreciate it. If you have not yet done it, I would love it if you would subscribe to the channel. Just it's a new channel still, so I'm trying to get those numbers up. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Check the description for, you know, links to all the things that you would find on a reaction. And I'll catch you next time. So long, everyone. Bye-bye.